YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Flames Out the Muzzle. So look, today we're going to be discussing the Second Amendment and black gun owners. Now, I don't want to offend nobody. I want this to be a conversation that can be had without being offensive to other people, other races of people. But this video is leaning towards the black community, so we can have an understanding of being responsible with the guns, but also utilizing them for the tools that they are, and not just having them and being, not interacting with the idea that we have these things in our society. So let me start off with the amendment, the Second Amendment, the number 2, the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is about the right to bear arms in the modern world, the continued right to own firearms and protect property according to the law. So, even the law wants you to, they're telling you, protect your property. Protection. The key word out of all of that is protection. At the end of the day, protection. But let's go into the actual written amendment. The Second Amendment is a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So no matter how many times you hear we need to ban firearms, pistols, shotguns and rifles, crossbows, whatever, it clearly says in the Second Amendment that the founding fathers wrote. It says that it shall not be infringed. So no matter what, unless you become a felon, you have the right to own, shoot, exercise. Your right, your Second Amendment right. You have the right, every right. Now, certain states may prohibit you from doing so, which I don't understand how. I never truly understood why I can carry a gun in Virginia, but in New York I can't. Or if I go to Cali, I have to carry 10 rounds, but in Virginia I can carry 20 rounds. What? Help me understand what these people are really trying to do. Anyway, that's another topic. But listen, now that we got that out the way, how many of you are exercising, carrying your firearms? How many of you are reading the laws in your current state and applying the laws, but also teaching the ones around you and letting them know, hey, you should buy a gun too? You know, this is my thing. If trouble comes to your door, why would you call the police? Why? Just answer that question in your mind. If a person came to your door with a pistol, rifle, or shotgun, why don't you have a pistol, rifle, or shotgun? Why would you wait for somebody to get there with a gun to save your life? Why? Now, also, do you not know that before you hear the flash and the bang, before you see the flash, hear the bang, most likely the bullet is already in you? So, as you dialing the police number, you could be damn near already dead or seriously wounded. And this is why this is the great equalizer of everything. And I would like to say this. Nothing is above the brain. Nothing is above the brain. Not money or the firearm. But I will tell you one thing. The firearm is above money. And how do we know this? Because wars. We see war in this modern world, bro. It's full of war. So you can't really say that guns are not the pinnacle. Okay, you might need money to fund the war, feed the soldiers, make sure they have ammo, whatever they need. But at the end of the day, they went out there with guns. And how do you, hey, look, they'll tell us in America that support the ones that went overseas to fight for your freedom. But honestly, how is a man over there gonna get at me all the way over here? Like, are y'all really fighting for my freedom? And then for the fact that you said that they're fighting for my freedom, yet I don't feel free in America, because it's loopholes on every law y'all created for me. Like, let's just give an example. Okay, you say I can carry a firearm. That's the right. The Second Amendment is the right to bear and keep firearms, right? Yet I can't carry it any type of way. I have to carry it in a holster. I have to carry it open carry in certain states. I have to carry it with a CCW. What are those loopholes? What are those loopholes for? When either way, a bullet is going to fly out the chamber. Either way, somebody is going to die if I pull a trigger. What does it matter the way I carry the gun? Is that just a way to just get me charges and charges and charges until I become a felon? Or is it just a way to make me scared and don't even want to go through the hassle of carrying a firearm? And listen, we are sure in America that black people, they have it hard when it comes to buying guns and even exercising your Second Amendment right. Mind you, if we want to be honest, the rights are created for black people because the white people already had the guns. Remember y'all did teach us we were slaves in school. So y'all already had the guns. That meant y'all created the rights so we could have the guns. But if y'all gonna let us have the guns, let us have the guns and don't make all of these extra loopholes. But also, if y'all want us to be a part of the gun society, the 2A or whatever y'all let us have, because clearly y'all let us have it, because at first we did not have guns. We were slaves. If y'all let us have it, why are y'all not teaching us firearm safety in y'all school curriculums? It should be always a class regarding firearms, health, and I would say at least fitness, like anatomy. Those three, we use our body every day, we use firearms every day, and we use our minds every day. It's no way around that, regardless of how you want to say it, because people have security. You know, people use men as security. That's men fight wars, right? So my whole thing is, why are these things not being taught when we are young? So when we become adults, we can keep the knowledge growing and expanding. And that's how we come up with these new innovative ideas on how we can carry guns, how we can be with guns, which this is how we become more enlightened on the things that we do as a whole. But when y'all have it unequal, you have me scared to carry a gun, you have him okay with carrying a gun. Hey, it makes it imbalanced. So, for instance, right? Let's just say, let me paint an example. Let's just say I take this sticky holster, which don't have no clip. It's supposed to just go in my pants or my pocket, right? I don't have my CCW. That means I cannot conceal my weapon. If I put this gun on my hip, let's just say I put the gun on my hip. This is now open carry, right? Open carry. This is now open carry. Okay, you see? Easy access. Easy access, right? Okay. The fact that I don't have my CCW, watch this. Put the gun in my pocket. That is now concealed charge. But yet, I'm still an honest man. I'm still going to carry the gun as if it was on my hip. When I leave out the house with the gun in my pocket, it's not like I was going to go kill somebody because it was in my pocket versus being on my hip. These are the things that makes the black people scared to carry guns, because they have no clue on what's going to get them a charge and get them locked up. Now you may say, hey, it's up to you to go study the law, and it's up to you to go make sure the current things your state wants you to do when carrying a firearm. And I totally agree, but why can't it be shall not be infringed, the right to bear arms? Just leave it at that. Why can't it be that? See, and also on top of that, when we are a people that come out of the projects, you have to understand, if y'all deem those people the more wild and wicked people, because we do, let's keep it real in America. The black man is the wildest man in the eyes of America. He's the bummiest, he's the brokest, he is the most evil, he is the violent, right? That's how America paints the black man. It's just am I wrong? Are not the prisons filled up with black people? So if I carry my firearm on my hip and I'm in the projects stopping by a gas station to pump some gas, what if another black man snatch my gun as I'm pumping gas, or I'm at the register counting the money? Do the law think about that? And as he snatched my gun, because I'm following the law, I'm like this counting the money. I need this on pump 3. Snatch my gun. You feel what I'm saying? He can just snatch my gun. And then now I understand it's other holsters out there that you can prevent somebody snatching your gun. What, retention holsters? What if I only had money for this sticky holster? And that's why we need to not infringe on the right to bear arms, because I could have spent $1,000 on this gun and that's all I could have had, and I had to buy ammunition, and I'm like, I need a holster too because I can't conceal. Let me just get the cheapest holster. So this right here is what make black people scared to carry guns, because they don't. It's just little scenarios like that, and little. If I'm fighting, keeping up on the laws that y'all change so often, and then I'm also fighting having to be aware of my surroundings because I'm more so in the poverty-stricken areas as a black man. I mean, it's kind of like too much to worry about. So at this point, we become a little more paranoid than comfortable in everyday life, because I don't want nobody to snatch my gun, but I don't want to go to jail either, but I do want to keep my gun at all times. So you might say, go get your concealed carry permit. What if you're a guy like me that don't have no felonies but caught a little misdemeanor charge, and now you gotta wait to get your concealed permit? Now you out every day having to show your gun. What if me and my wife wanted to go out on a weekend and it's a place where a bunch of people are at? You think I'm gonna feel comfortable with my grip that somebody can just easily snatch if I'm caught off guard one good time? And then he could put many people at risk. Many people at risk. So, I went to court and said this in court, this same exact way, and I pointed to the sheriffs that was in court. The sheriffs did not have their firearms on them inside the courtroom. I said, it's a reason y'all don't have y'all guns, because what if somebody snatched the gun and killed the judge? Do you know, after I said that, they pushed me out the courtroom? Like, pushed me, like, get out. You say one more thing and you will be contempt of court. You will catch a charge in here for speaking. Yet, also goes to the First Amendment, the freedom of speech. So you see, as a black man, we don't really win. And that's why we got to come together as a whole and enlighten ourselves about firearms and the law, so that we can prevent ourselves from going through these type of things. And yet as we do prevent these, it would get better for us, because we are waking up and we are standing on business as a whole. It's not JoJo over here saying, man, I'm not with all that. I'm gonna carry this tool the way I want to carry it, bro. Y'all do y'all. No, JoJo has to make up his mind to come over here with the rest of us and be like, you know what, yeah, we need to study this, we need to read this. Even if JoJo can't read, we gotta be the ones that help JoJo read. As a black team, as a so-called black team in the poverty-stricken areas, because JoJo might don't want to be the one that he might can't read, or he might be scared to read, and he might just feel like he's singled out because we know how to read. So it goes down to a lot of different things, and that's why we got to stick together as a whole. They want us separated, and they want us to use these on each other. Yet, we should never do that. We should never do that. It should always be about protecting ourselves when a real threat comes upon us. Because, like I said, how can a man overseas get at me? So that means when a man really come over here and try to get at us, that's who we need to fight then. We don't got to go over there to go fight them. So, therefore, teach us firearm safety at an early age and let it be that. And don't infringe the rules. Keep it 100 all the way with blacks, whites, Hispanics, with Asians, with everybody. If you allow people to come over here in the United States, hey, let them get their rights. This is the y'all set up this 27 constitutional amendments. The first one, freedom of speech. The very second one, the right to bear arms, bro. Everything after that falls in place, bro. But them two, come on now, hey, this is a country of war, bro. Look at the right, freedom of speech. If my word don't hold weight, I know what it is. If my word don't hold weight, I know what is gonna hold weight. That's how this country work anyway. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. Hey, we live in a country where our leaders drop 2 nukes. Ain't no other leaders dropping nukes. Our leaders dropped 2 of them back to back. So how wicked is this place we live in? That's why we need them. But I say all that to say, look, get your knowledge up. Keep buying guns. Make sure your gun clean. Go to the range. Do whatever you gotta do to enlighten yourself and enlighten the ones around you, especially the kids. The kids must learn firearm safety because this will stop a lot of negligent discharges in the home. If a child found a gun in the poverty-stricken areas where criminals throw guns, all type of gun, come on now, we gotta teach them not to trigger safety. We gotta teach them. We can't just have them out there, you know, just doing whatever. We can't have that. Like, also, we gotta teach them fitness. We gotta teach them reading. We have to teach the kids a lot of things. This is what's gonna matter in the next 20 years. Them. But I hope y'all like what we just discussed. I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I do appreciate all the new subscribers I did gain. Big shout outs to y'all. And before I leave, YouTube has been shadow banning the videos where I'm actually training with my firearms. So if y'all see this video, go to my other videos, show some love, go watch the videos. Like, there's some good videos. Like, and also, once again, I can't stress this enough, read. Y'all gotta read your current state laws about guns, bro. Read them. So that's how we wake up together. That's how we fight them back. Cause we can't fight them if little JoJo and Quan and goddamn Nick, they don't want to read. They don't want to read. We gotta make them read. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going, y'all, man. Flames out the Muzzle Squad. We out.